What's going on, good people? This is Joshua, giving you my opinion on marriage. Getting married, choosing your spouse. First of all, I think we've been taught the wrong thing. I think we've been taught that everyone is supposed to get married, all this, whatever. In my opinion, that's wrong. Even Jesus didn't even have a wife. And that's for a reason. I feel like a lot of people have so much to give the world, which God created them to do, that they don't need a spouse to distract them. And if it's meant for you to have a spouse, that means God created someone for you and will give them to you when you're ready for them and they're ready for you. So I think, in my opinion, that's why so many divorces out here, because we go to choosing our spouse, choosing because of how they look, choosing because of their money, just choosing all kinds of ways and reasons that don't make sense. That's why so many divorces. Because if something or someone was meant for you, you don't have to lift a finger. Example, if you walking down the street and you found $1, you weren't looking for that dollar. You didn't even start your day looking for $1 to be on the ground for you. But you found it. In the Bible, it says to find out the wife is to find out a good thing. To find is not to look for. You know? And the only way I can speak on this, because I have lived it. I've been with my wife almost 12 years. Married almost 4. I didn't choose my wife. She didn't choose me. She was made for me. I was made for her. And now, the only way, like I said again, that I know this or feel this way, I lived it. 12 years ago, this is the example, true story. I was a cook at a restaurant. And they brought in the new hires, and my wife was one of those new hires. And they put her with me. Instantly. I could not stand this woman. I used to hate to go to work. I couldn't stand the way she looked, walked, talked, nothing. Nothing. For 3 weeks, I had to train this woman. When she was able to work on her own, she had an off day. So she came up there to get a check and to pick up a schedule. So everybody was speaking to her and her daughter. I didn't know it was her daughter at the moment. And I didn't speak because I didn't like this woman. I went back to work. So after about 20 minutes or so, you heard a loud scream out there in the lobby. So everybody ran out there to see what was going on. It was my wife that was picking up off the ground, saying she just got a call that her brother died. And again, me not liking this woman, I didn't care. I just felt if he was going to heaven, hey, they good. I went back to work. But when I went back to work, this little silent voice, and that's the second time I heard that voice within a 2-year period that I paid attention to. The first time, I was going to Wilmington, North Carolina, and the bus stopped down in downtown Atlanta. And on the hour overlay, the voice said, don't get back on that bus. And I didn't. I stayed downtown with nothing, homeless, no money, no friends, no family, no bags, no nothing. Because I was going to Wilmington to my boss man's restaurant to start working and start over. So that's the first time I got that voice. So this time, as I'm trying to get over what I just seen going on with Sarah out there, my wife, I'm working, and the voice said, go get her. So it scared me a little bit. So I tried to find things to do to distract my mind. But it kept saying for about 30 minutes. And this one I knew for a fact I went in control. Never in control of my life. Because I left these people's job, my job, without telling anyone, without clocking out, without any concern of losing my job. My concern and focus was totally on going to get her, which is my wife now, like Divorce said. So I got in my friend's car. I went to riding around in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Don't know where I'm going. I just remember the car she was in. And lo and behold, after about 35 minutes of ride, I see that car. So I pulled next to that car in the driveway, and her daughter was still in the car crying with her head down. She didn't even see me. So I rung that doorbell, and my wife opened that door, still distraught. And I grabbed that woman, who was my wife now. And I've been holding that woman ever since. Not knowing that woman I could not stand, God created her to be my everything. I didn't choose her. She didn't choose me. God chose us and brought us together in that fashion. Even with our wedding, like I said, almost 4 years in November, I went to saving money much as I can because I knew we were going to the courthouse to get married. But every other day something happened where I had to use that money, man. And the day of the wedding, all her sisters and nieces and aunts, brother, all of them was at the house getting ready. And I know I ain't had no money. So when we loaded up, headed to the courthouse looking like a funeral, we got about to that third light before the courthouse. And I told my wife I ain't had no money. And she exploded. Very emotional, cursing, like what the fuck we gonna do? But all I said to her, because I experienced it when I was downtown with nothing, I said, baby, we just gonna have to trust. And for me to leave home with no money, go and get married, and that turned out to be the most amazing financial day of my life. The most amazing day, financially, spiritually, of my life. Again, if something is meant, you don't have to lift a finger. Quit choosing your spouses, people. Joshua.